It's August 29th now, and I'm just getting ready to head out. We're gonna go just grab a few things from the store and maybe check out getting a card for my art stuff, because I feel like having a separate card would be kind of important for that kind of thing. If I'm doing it full time, I did decide this morning that I'm doing the art full time. I'm gonna be doing 4 days a week, so hopefully it keeps going as good as it is now. And I've got a long day ahead of me editing the previous vlog, finishing editing it, because oh my gosh, it took a long time. Heck yeah, off-brand Golden Grams. It's August 30th, 2024, and we're almost done with some August, and I just found out that our new delivery guy is a jackass. So I got this package delivered, and I guess he came up the road to my parents' house up the driveway and just tossed the package on the ground next to the back wheel of a truck, like in the grass, and just left. He like backed in, tossed it into the grass next to the wheel of the truck and left. What the heck? But anyways, I got this stuff and I'm excited to try it because I'm not self-conscious about my brows exactly, but the light when I'm streaming just blows out my face enough that it looks almost like I don't have eyebrows. So I have never used tinted brow gel before, but I guess I'm gonna give it a shot. I've never used brow gel at all. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna have to practice. But yeah, a new week, final week of Smuggest, and the first week of me going in full time to be an artist. I'm gonna stream 4 days a week. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah, to me it looks like...
No, yeah, that looks good. I think if I saw you like that all the time, I'd be super used to it, and I'd be like, yeah, that looks good.
I've just been folding laundry, and oh, I was gonna film the fact that I had a little chair thief, but there she goes. I made too many noodles. I thought one little packet of Lipton noodles wouldn't be enough, so I made 2 packets, and this is a lot. This is a big bowl. It's now September 1st, 2024, so Smuggest is officially over, but unfortunately on the last day of Smuggest, something came up, an emergency, and I could not stream, so today I'm finishing the final official Smuggest drawing, painting, but I am going to keep doing it every day. Or not every day, oh my gosh, I am going to keep doing it every week. So it'll cut down from anywhere from like 4 to 5 dragons a week to like 1 dragon a week. And let's see, I just put up this thing. So I've had this whiteboard. I bought it for work and I used it at work, and then when I left work I like took it down and took it with me. And it's just been sitting in the side of the house for a while, but I decided I was going to stick it to the fridge. The fridge doesn't you can't put magnets on it, but you can put magnets on this whiteboard. So now the fridge is magnetic, which is awesome because fridges should be magnetic. Anyway, I haven't been up to much. I've been like sweeping and mopping and vacuuming. You can see my purple hair dye spot. Where is it? There. Nice. Anyways, I've been cleaning the house pretty much all day. It's been so hot that I haven't really made any clips that have like talking or voice because the AC units have been going constantly. They've just been running all the way up till the wee hours of the night when I end up streaming. But this is it for this part of the vlog. I'm going to end it with the rest of the artwork because I did half of this artwork the other day, like the sketching and the color process, like the color concept, and now I'm gonna paint it tonight. It's like already 8:48, so I'm gonna be doing that in like an hour, barring any emergencies or like power outages or anything. Okay, so I'm rolling for the next dragon. I probably won't finish it. I definitely won't finish it tonight, but we will finish it tomorrow on like the final Smogus day. Come on, Sphinx or Mushroom Dragon, please. Ooh, that would be so cool. It'll happen eventually. Alright, so 5 Drake. That would be a long drawing, probably like the Hydra. We got a 64. Pretty. So we're going to have a pretty dragon. Alright, our second trait is, that's 20 into 0, so that's just 20. Mushroom. So we have, that works so well. I was wondering what I would do with pretty, but there are so many pretty mushrooms. Manifested, right? There was a 1 in 50 chance. That's true. I should at least, let's start getting some sketching in here. If it's, I kind of want to give it a long body, like it's a drake, but I kind of want it to have a longer body. A longer body, but long legs, because the last one I did that had a longer body had short legs. I'm looking at my own anatomy reference for dragons over on the side, because I figured out how I like to do dragons, and then I made my own anatomy sheet, like a dragon that I could refer to. I left no room to sketch in a tail here. I feel like if he's got a long body, he needs a long neck. Like it could have like gill, like not gills, like frills. But it's supposed to be pretty, so I don't want it to be like horrifying. So no like mushrooms coming like out of the head like The Last of Us or something. But I also think it's going to be really colorful, and we will get the pretty aspect in there as well. So bracket mushrooms like the top here and then the shelf part here. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so I want to use, they don't have to be perfectly mushroom shaped, as long as we're like using the mushroom aspect here, I think. And I think that the face should have some of, should definitely have some of that blue color. I don't know if I want gills here or not though. Gills should be on the underside still. It almost looks like fins, which is also very cool. So I think this part here is going to be like not so much gills as veils. It would be kind of cool to make him blind like a myconid, but I like the idea of seeing the eye as well. Oh, he definitely needs to have spots, just because that's such a mushroom thing. I feel like this guy is paws would be webbed. Ooh, I could make these side frills. There's actually mushrooms that are kind of like this. Oh, it looks like oysters. I think he definitely needs some tall mushrooms on the back, like spines. I think it would be cooler if they weren't all like the same though, and if they weren't all singular. So the ones along the back, I'm thinking of making them these parasol looking mushrooms. They kind of, when they're not facing the other direction, they kind of look like really basic mushrooms. Some of them aren't as open, some of them are still buttons. Maybe not so much transition as we keep a little bit of the shelf mushrooms so it doesn't just look like it weirdly stops. Maybe we'll keep some of the shelf mushroom, carry it through a little bit. I know it doesn't scream pretty yet, but it's going to be pretty. I'm thinking, because we got pretty, I'm thinking not exactly full on rainbow, but a bunch of bright colors like blues and purples. We definitely have to get some greens and browns in there. Not green for any of the mushrooms, but like maybe make the body look like it has some moss aspects to it. Because mushrooms can be so colorful. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking that the body is going to be like a greenish brown base. Maybe like even the mushroom tannish kind of color, but with like green fading towards the mushrooms, almost like they're growing out of moss. Something like that. But he definitely has to have spots. I could make his body bright red, but I'm just not as into that. It is like the most stereotypically recognized mushroom colors though. Like, and not that I'm not into it as in I don't think it looks nice, but I'm not into like the idea of making this guy specifically have the bright red Amanita body. Because if I make all the mushrooms like all bright and poppy, then you need a place for your eye to rest as well. So the body will be like a little more panther Amanita kind of colored. Check out those feet. Oh! I invaded. That's my bad. Let go. He bites kind of hard sometimes. Oh, a kiss. Yeah, thank you. That makes up for it. Okay, so we want more mushrooms. He's got to be like a big frilly mushroomy guy. Oh my gosh, it would be so cool if he had those tiny little mushrooms. Maybe just kind of in between these ones, too. I'm the most familiar with the mushrooms out here. We need to incorporate these frills somewhere other than just the neck. I'm thinking maybe on the legs. Like the veil kind of thing going on. The legs make even more sense than the neck because I guess the legs are the most like a stem. He looks like he could be horrifying, but he's gonna be too pretty to be horrifying. Trying to decide what I want to do with this guy's tail, because I want to do something cool with his tail, not just a tail. So like I could make it, but that seems a little boring. This could not be a morel. This could be a bleeding tooth fungus, which are really, really cool, but I'm not sure they fit the pretty, the pretty vibe. They're a little, gruesome looking. Ooh, I could go the ghost pipe route though. Or the candy stripe. Candy stripe are like a ghost pipe. But I feel like if I just do the one, his tail could be much bigger. I'm gonna do a little thumbnail to try and figure out some colors. Because I feel like this guy needs a color scheme that I figure out ahead of time. It's gonna be weird if this is the only part that has the dark brown. So I think I'm gonna work the dark brown in to like these areas as well. Okay, so I was thinking near like the edges slash extremities or whatever, we'd go into this color. I'm gonna add the white spots on later. But then where do I put the green? Because I was thinking the green would go along the back. I think to pull off this dragon being pretty, I need to pull these prettier colors into like the cheeks and stuff. So let's do another quick little thumbnail. Maybe slightly bigger this time. That is pretty in my opinion, but I think we need more of these colors throughout. This time I won't forget the green because I'll go in here with the green. Dark orange more be just along the extremities and not the back. I did like this little spot here though. Okay, now let's work these colors all over and not just on the back. Because these are fairly large frills too. Oh, the frills go down towards the foot. I think I can still work a little bit of this dark color in here and there. I think his body needs to be a little darker. Like a little more of the Amanita color. And then he'll have spots. Voiceover Jazzy here. I actually had to redo this whole part where I'm talking and doing a voiceover because for some reason there was this like creepy sound in my microphone, and I hope it's not currently doing it. So when I recorded before, it would have like a distortion kind of sound, but it wasn't actually a distortion of my voice, I don't think. I don't know what it was, but it was creepy. And like maybe I'll insert a part right here because at one point it sounded like it said mushroom while I am voicing over this mushroom artwork. It's so weird. Here, I'll insert that right here. Have it be too much just... Is that not really weird and creepy? But I guess it fits the tone for something going up on Halloween. And yes, I have procrastinated this so long because I knew that I had to redo the voiceover. And here is hoping that this voiceover doesn't have any weird, like, crackly bits. It was so strange, so strange. But, that being said, I'm going in with marker right now, and I'm not going to go over my whole process every single video, but I did think I would talk a little bit about the creature itself. So Derek actually came up with the name for it, and we're calling them Mycelidrake. I thought it was really cool. At first I thought maybe Mycodrake, kind of like Myconids from Dungeons & Dragons, but I really liked Mycelidrake. I thought it sounded like elegant. And these creatures are kind of leopard-like and like long and sleek, and you know, I got the prompt pretty, so pretty elegant creatures. And I absolutely loved working with this one, and I loved the colors. I worked the blues and stuff from the back mushrooms into all the other mushrooms around it, especially these kind of fin-like ones that I couldn't remember in the sketching stage what they were called, but they're based on a turkey tail mushroom. And we have a lot of those around here, and like turkey tail type mushrooms. And I thought those were really cool, although my favorite part by far is the way that the body fades into this bright white ghost pipe tail. And I love ghost pipe fungus, like mushrooms. I'm not sure, they're not exactly a mushroom. Not sure exactly what they are, but I love them. They're really, really cool. And I didn't go with any kind of lichen in this creature, even though that's like related to fungus. I really wanted to stick with the mushroom aspect. And I think because I love mushrooms so much, that's another reason why this is one of my all-time favorite dragon designs. Not even just in the KM Roll for Dragons thing, but just in general. I love this guy. I'm definitely working him into my world, and I figure they would be not incredibly dangerous predators, because they would be intelligent enough to be wary of humans for the most part. I think that they would be similar in intelligence to like a griffin or a pegasus or something like that, as opposed to, or like a chimera, as opposed to the intelligence of a full-blown dragon. They're just drakes, and they're like solitary creatures that live up in the forest canopies and mostly prey on smaller animals and whatnot. But, you know, if they're really hungry, you know, they'll take out a person if they see them and, you know, they know it's a easy target. But I also think they're going to be more of a true neutral type of creature. They're dangerous if they're hungry, but they're not like evil. They're not out to get human society or anything like that. They're not like preying on pixies and things like that. I do think one of their most deadly attacks, though, is going to be shaking their body, similar to like a dog that is wet shakes its body and flings water all over, but instead it will fling spores out in an AoE around the drake itself, and those will, you know, cause some kind of constitution save and damage. I don't really have it all figured out yet, but I think that that would be a really cool attack, but it's going to be something that is a fallback, because they'll then have to regrow those spores, so they won't be able to do that all the time. Oh my gosh, this part where I went dark on the face, I was so nervous about that. It is hard when you like a piece but you want to add contrast, but absolutely just go for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And this is a sketchbook. Like, I could always draw this again if I do ruin it, and it would probably turn out even better because I'd already drawn it once. So I absolutely say, if you're afraid of going in with high contrast or shadows or something, give it a shot. It's fun. It turns out, I think, most of the time. You might not think so at first, but keep pushing through the ugly phase, and yeah, it'll turn out. And I love the way it looks here. I love the dark feet and the dark face, and then that, like I said, that bright white tail and the white spots. Absolutely wonderful. And for this one, I didn't go in with a painting in the book the same day that I did the marker drawing, but I do have a painting, and I put a little bit more effort into it because I gave the creature an actual pose. I didn't really do a background, but there is a background element. And I'm really excited to share that as like a standalone video, because I'm not switching entirely over to just vlogs, like art vlogs with art at the end of them. I'm still going to have challenge videos. I'm still going to upload like standalone art videos, which is what the painting of this one is going to be once I get it all figured out. I also might upload actual I might upload actual Twitch footage every once in a while. I know that tonight I plan on doing a like Halloween party event on my stream, and that could be really fun to share the full setup with you guys, as opposed to just the speed paint portions. But yeah, it was kind of hard catching up and figuring out what to talk about with this voiceover, because I had already done it once and then had to redo a bunch of parts of it, and then those were all messed up. So I had to redo the whole thing again, and I can't remember what I talked about. But I hope you enjoyed me just randomly talking about whatever the heck I was talking about here. And I really hope that you guys enjoy the Mycela Drake as much as I do, and look forward to seeing it completed and is a painting. And maybe someday I'll do like a big painting of it with background and everything. Maybe like a battle scene or something like that. Something cool. Certainly eventually for the monster manual, because this is going to be in my basic monster manual whenever I get that completed. But here is the final look at it. I'm just adding the little bits of line work in here, and I think that really makes it pop, especially the tail. And yeah, we're wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you really enjoyed it.